From the humid river deltas of the Mekong to the lethal air corridors of Route Pack 6, this is the complete visual catalog of United States aviation during the Vietnam War, and the aircraft that shaped the era around it. Vietnam was not just a war of jets and missiles. It was a conflict where World War II piston aircraft, early supersonic fighters, strategic bombers, electronic warfare platforms, drones, and helicopters all fought side by side. No other war represents such a dramatic overlap of old and new air power. F-4 Phantom II, the icon of the war. A massive twin-engine fighter flown by the Air Force, Navy, and Marines. Designed as an interceptor, the Phantom became the primary MiG killer of Vietnam, relying on speed, missiles, and raw power, rather than agility. F-105 Thunder Chief. The Thud carried the burden of rolling thunder. Built for nuclear strike missions, it instead flew low-level bombing runs through the most heavily defended airspace on Earth. F-100 Super Sabre, America's first supersonic fighter. In Vietnam, it became a close air support workhorse, flying thousands of missions protecting troops on the ground. F-8 Crusader, the last gunfighter. Retaining 20mm cannons when others relied on missiles, the Crusader achieved the highest kill ratio of any U.S. Navy fighter in the war. A-4 Skyhawk Small, agile, and devastating. The backbone of Navy and Marine carrier strikes, delivering precision ordnance far beyond its size. If you enjoy visual history like this, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. We're working toward 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year, and every single subscription genuinely helps us keep creating videos like this one. If you want more content like this, hit subscribe. You're directly supporting the channel and helping this project grow. A-6 Intruder, the all-weather hammer. With advanced radar, it attacked targets in total darkness and monsoon conditions, ensuring no sanctuary for the enemy. A-7 Corsair II, the Slough, introduced the first operational HUD, revolutionizing bombing accuracy and pilot workload. F-111 Aardvark, a swing-wing penetrator flying solo at night, using terrain-following radar to strike deep targets at supersonic speed. F-5 Freedom Fighter Light, reliable and deadly in close combat, supplied in large numbers to Allied forces. A-1 Skyraider, a piston engine anachronism that excelled in rescue escort missions thanks to its massive payload and endurance. A-37 Dragonfly, a trainer turned attack aircraft, operating from rough strips with surprising firepower. A-26 Invader, a veteran bomber from World War II, returned to service for night interdiction and close support. Fast, rugged, and deadly. B-52 Stratofortress, the Sledgehammer. Carpet bombing operations and precision strikes during linebacker defined American strategic air power. B-57 Canberra, a night interdiction specialist hunting trucks along the Ho Chi Minh Trail. AC-47 Spooky, the original gunship, a W-2 transport armed with miniguns, defending outposts with circling fire. AC-130 Spectre, the ultimate evolution of gunships. Sensors, cannons, and a 105mm howitzer made it a nightmare for enemy logistics. AC-119 Shadow, Stinger, converted transports supplementing gunship operations. B-47 Stratojet, though rarely deployed directly over Vietnam, it represented the strategic jet bomber force looming behind the conflict. A-3 Sky Warrior, the heaviest aircraft to ever operate from a carrier, served as bomber, tanker, jammer, and reconnaissance platform. E-1 Tracer, early airborne warning for carrier groups. E-2 Hawkeye, the true eyes of the fleet, directing intercepts and managing air battles. EA-6 Electric Intruder, dedicated radar jammer, blinding enemy air defenses. EC-121 Warning Star, airborne radar command posts, orbiting over the Gulf of Tonkin. EB-66 Destroyer, electronic escort shielding strike packages from SAMs. RC-135 Rivet Joint Signals Intelligence, Aircraft monitoring enemy communications and radar, a key Cold War evolution. SR-71, Blackbird Mach 3, untouchable, unstoppable. Photographed North Vietnam with complete impunity. RF-4, phantom unarmed reconnaissance flights through the most dangerous airspace. RA-5C, vigilante, supersonic carrier-based reconnaissance jet. RF-8 Crusader, low-level photo, runs that demanded nerves of steel. A-1 Bird Dog, A-2 Skymaster, forward air control aircraft, marking targets for strikes. OV-10, Bronco designed for counterinsurgency, jungle warfare, and FAC missions. OV-1, Mohawk Army surveillance platform using radar and infrared sensors. T-28 Trojan trainer, turned strike aircraft flown by covert units in Laos. Lockheed Y-03, Quiet Star, near-silent night surveillance aircraft. U-10, Courier CIA short takeoff workhorse. QU-22, Pave Eagle sensor relay aircraft. AQM-34 Firebee, jet-powered reconnaissance drones, decades ahead of their time. C-130 Hercules, the lifeline of the war. C-123, provider cargo hauler and defoliant sprayer. C-7 Caribou Extreme Stole Transport. C-141 Starlifter, America's first jet strategic transport. C-5 Galaxy arrived late, but changed global logistics forever. KC-135 Stratotanker enabled global air power through aerial refueling. UH-1 Huey, the icon of Vietnam, created modern airmobile warfare. AH-1 Cobra, the first true attack helicopter. CH-47 Chinook, heavy lift backbone. CH-46 Sea Knight marine assault helicopter. CH-53 Sea Stallion, long-range heavy rescue and transport. SH-3 Sea King, naval rescue and recovery. OH-6, Loach low-level scout and bait aircraft. HH-3, HH-53 Jolly Green Giant, deep penetration rescue helicopters. HH-43 Husky base rescue and firefighting. F-101, Voodoo high-speed interceptor and reconnaissance platform shaping Cold War doctrine. F-102 Delta Dagger, Delta Wing interceptor designed for nuclear air defense. F-104 Starfighter extreme speed, minimal margin for error. F-14 Tomcat, post-Vietnam evolution of fleet air defense, born from lessons learned. From propellers to Mach 3, from muddy jungle airstrips to reconnaissance flights at the edge of space, Vietnam reshaped air warfare forever. It was a conflict where generations of technology collided in real time. Piston engines flying alongside supersonic jets, human eyes guiding bombs one moment, radar and electronics deciding battles the next. This war did not simply introduce new aircraft. It forced air power to evolve under constant pressure. Vietnam proved that speed alone was not enough, that missiles could fail, that endurance, sensors, coordination, and adaptability mattered as much as raw performance. Fighters became multi-role machines. Bombers became precision tools. Helicopters transformed the battlefield entirely, redefining mobility, rescue, and survival. The lessons learned here would echo for decades, shaping the aircraft of the Cold War, the doctrines of modern air forces, and the technologies that still dominate the skies today. Vietnam was not just a chapter in aviation history. It was the turning point. The moment air warfare became what it is now,